Good morning, everyone. This is Kaz from MPIinvest.com. Well, so today is probably the last podcast again without video because today I'm traveling back to India, and tomorrow onwards I should be back in India. So network should be better, and I should be able to come live with video again. Well, that is the first thing, and then second thing, of course, yesterday markets opened with a gap up, flew up slightly, and then with volatility ended the day slightly lower. At the end of the day, we could see some sell-off naturally because the Federal Reserve event was there yesterday in the US and markets were cautious just before that. But then it was interesting to see how Tata Motors DVR rallied up yesterday and closed almost up by 12% yesterday. That was amazing. In fact, that's how many times we've spoken about how important DVR is. When Tata Motors DVR as a stock was a better investment than directly investing into Tata Motors. And the best part is they're converting it to directly Tata Motors share. They're removing the DVR thing. So now every 10 shares of Tata Motors DVR that we have will be converted to 7 shares of Tata Motors. So that was amazing news, and Tata Motors also came with amazing results. So both Tata Motors as well as Tata Motors DVR rallied, but then DVR rallied up by almost 14%, finally closing the day by almost 12%. So it was an amazing day for Tata Motors. And apart from that, if you look at the IT stocks were slightly in pressure, but then banking stocks were good. HDFC, as we had spoken about HDFC gaining market share, HDFC was kind of okay. SBI also kind of slightly recovered after the fall day for yesterday. But apart from that, if you look at the markets overall, the European markets and US markets were kind of mixed. I would say yesterday was an important day because we had the US Federal Reserve chairman coming out and talking about the interest rate decision. So yesterday, Jerome Powell came out and he came with more of a dovish comment. That was a good sign because markets in the US, which was kind of falling in the initial stage, started recovering. But then what he said was, of course, they increased the rate by 0.25%. No commitment give on next rate hike, whether it will be there or not. But then, of course, he announced that the data would be the key focus because based on the data that is coming in, the economic data, they would decide whether the rate hike is required or not. So that is something that happened in the US. Naturally, markets kind of recovered slightly after that, and Dow Jones continued to close in the green. So in fact, at one point of time, Nasdaq was down by almost 0.4%, but from there it recovered and closed down by just 0.12%. Dow Jones and S&P 500 was almost flat. Dow Jones closed in the green again. So overall, it was kind of a decent day in the US. Also, we could see Meta results coming up after the market hours, and Meta results again. Meta is nothing but Facebook. Their results are again better than expectation, so that also has rallied up in the market house. So that is something which kind of gives some positivity there. If you look at the Asian markets which have opened as of now, Japan is. I think all the Asian markets are in green. Every Asian market today is looking green, positive. So even the crude oil price have slightly come down. With all this, actually things are looking positive for India. But IT still has pressure because yesterday Techem results came in and they were not that great. So IT would continue to be in pressure, but then we'll have to probably wait for some more time for the IT recovery to happen. Apart from that, if you look at the market for today, of course, today is the monthly expiry. And after such a big rally, where the market is going to close today is a very important decision. So because of that, the market volatility will be really high. And interestingly, yesterday, both FIAs and DIAs were net buyers yesterday. So in fact, DIAs have bought for 470 crores, while the FIAs have also bought for 922 crores. So in fact, after all this, it is basically the expiry related volatility which actually brought the market down in the last half an hour. So that is something to be in focus today. So basically, because of all this, we'll expect some more volatility in the market today. Apart from that, the expectation is that, of course, in Indian market is going to expire. So if you remember, I had kind of anticipated the in market to expire within 19,500 to 20,000 this week, and that's exactly what's probably happening. Let's see how the market expires, because we always say we can only anticipate the market and not predict the market. So if you look at things are looking positive as of now. In fact, one important data that's coming up after market hours today would be the US GDP data. Important results to focus on today. Today we have Nestle, Bharat Electronics, ACC, Bajaj Finserv, Indian Hotels. All these are among the important results. Yesterday, if you remember, Bajaj Finance came out with the results which was really good. So naturally, Bajaj Finserv would follow suit. In fact, you should see as soon as the result came during the market hours, we could see a big rally that came up in the banking sector, Bank Nifty, and then from there it kind of settled down. So that was mainly induced by Bajaj Finance. So overall, things are looking good. I don't see any reason why Bajaj Finance or Bajaj Finserv should have an issue at this point of time. They are very good, profitable companies and definitely looking good as we are already invested and we are also in good profit there. Apart from that, Tata Steel has kind of recovered yesterday, so that is also a stock that we had invested in some time back. So that is now kind of come to a small profit there. So looking forward to some settling down there after their results as well. So with all this, things are looking good, but then market related, expiry related volatility is going to, of course, be troublesome today. So let us see how the market closes. This could probably give us a direction for the next week. So, with more details to come from India tomorrow onwards, I am back in India. I'm really happy to get back to India. See you on the video tomorrow. So, that's it for now. This is Srikant Rajan signing off. But before we leave, of course, do remember to press the like button if you love the content that we share, and do share the podcast with your friends and relatives to help them learn and invest together with us.